Aloha, everybody. I know that doesn't make much sense since it's about 35 degrees out today and we've got fresh snow on the ground and fresh snow up in the mountains, but we just got back from Maui, where we spent a couple weeks over in Hawaii, and we did some different farm tours over there. Just took a family vacation and got to see our cousins' new homestead that they are starting. They've got about 3 acres on the west side of Maui that they are starting a homestead on, getting ready to build their house. So let's take a look at some of the stuff we got to see over there.
Now that I'm into gardening and growing plants, it was very fun to see a different climate. It truly is a rainforest area over there in half the island, and the other half's a little drier, but still, it was middle of winter and 82 degrees every day, down to about 70 at night. But just the different plants and flowers that grow in that climate were beautiful and amazing to see. It was really fun to watch. One thing that I really liked was all of the fresh fruit. We were getting fresh lilacois or passion fruit from the cousin's property. They brought over about a 5-gallon bucket, and I swear I had about 3 gallons of it. Fresh pineapple, star fruit, and fresh bananas growing on the trees all over the place. It was pretty cool just to try all these different fruits fresh. The fresh coconuts like this, when they're green, are full of water, and it's the best water, better than anything you get from the store. And then the meat on the inside is still nice and soft. You just eat it with a spoon. One thing that was really fun being chicken farmers in the States is all of the wild chickens. There's just wild chickens everywhere. I know the locals get a little tired of them, and they were a pain in the morning. There was roosters everywhere just crowing all around, but the kids really had a great time chasing these wild chickens around and taking pictures of them. Pretty much everywhere you went, there was wild chickens. And what a life to live. A chicken living on the beach in paradise. One of the tours I was excited about was Maui grown coffee. Unfortunately, due to the coffee berry borer beetle, they do not do tours there anymore. We did go to the Surfing Goat Dairy. It's a goat dairy where they produce cheeses and other dairy products from the goats. There's a fun little tour there. You get to see their milking operation and all of the different goats they have on property. Even some of the new kids that were just born in the past couple weeks. Now this was fun. We got to go over to our cousin's new property. They are starting a little homestead on about 3 acres. It's an agricultural area, so everybody has to grow something on their property. So their neighbor you see here has a bunch of pineapple. This is their lot. They're just getting ready to build their house. Get started on it anyways. They have their plans in, and they are getting it approved, and they will be starting on the house. But they've got plans for duck pond and gardens. Just a beautiful area. This is kind of towards the back of the property. They've got this really nice underbrush area, and the lilacois, or passion fruit, grow up vines up into this canopy. They're setting up a little area here for camping so they can stay out on the property while they're building the house. But the lilacois grow up and they're covered all throughout this whole area. You can just go through and pick them up. Unfortunately, the wild hogs came through the night before, and they did get most of the fresh lilacois that had dropped on the ground. They bite them, and once you split them open, there's the fruit on the inside there. We were able to get a half bucket of fresh lilacois, and we took those back, and Carrie Ann made a wonderful lilacois cheesecake. Overall, it was a great trip. The island is beautiful. I don't think there was a spot we went where it wasn't just lush green, beautiful rainforest, beautiful island, perfect temperatures, and it was just overall a great trip and fun to see a different area of the country.
All right, now that we are home, we've got lots of work to do here. It is winter, but we are in 2020, and it's time to start planning some gardening. We're going to start some winter growing, and we have turkeys. This is our first time for turkeys on our property, and the kids are going to be raising these up for the Nevada Junior Livestock Show. So follow along with us on some of these new experiences. Like I said, we're setting up this winter grow rack so we can grow some greens through the winter indoors. And we're going to be trying out some hydroponics and working on some different winter growing techniques. Also, these turkeys will be growing from here through, I believe, April or May. I'll have to look when that show is. But you can follow along as these turkeys grow and see how they do. So thank you guys for following along, and stay tuned for all the new stuff we have coming.